Hello tribe, welcome. This topic was suggested by one of you. Thank you so much. I've never done a topic. I've never done a reading on this topic, and if you do have any interesting ideas for future topics, feel free to drop it down below. This is one of those curious readings, because your future lifestyle really depends on your actions. But we are tapping into the future version of self, and I'm not looking further away than 5 years from now. We're using the Algolive deck together with my intuitive deck on top of it. I won't be pulling a lot of cards in this reading today. I'll be tapping into these that I have in front of me unless I'll feel drawn to. Pile number 1 is right here, pile number 2 and pile number 3. I will see you in timestamps. Hello pile number 1, let's see what is up with you. What is your future lifestyle looking like? The main card that you got here is the Tower. And looking at your intuitive card right here, I don't know if you're picking it up yourself or not, but this is giving me a very similar energy like this Tower card in this deck. I'm looking at the flames, I'm looking at what's happening around. This reminds me of this card. Alrighty, let's step in, shall we? Listen, this is like night and day, pretty much. The lifestyle you're living right now is gonna look very different to how you're living in the future. And the Tower card just indicating a massive change here for you. At some point in your life, you will realize, this could be a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, that you want to live a calmer life. Maybe that's something that already you have thought of. You want to live a calmer life. This feels like someone literally destroys the habits, gets rid of those habits, replaces those habits with good ones. We can't really just get rid of a habit. We replace it with a healthier one. And someone is changing the way they live drastically here in pile number 1, drastically. So this could look like you changing location. Let's say you used to live in a city, now you're gonna be living in a very quiet town where there is plenty of nature around you. This could be vice versa for some of you. Maybe if you lived out in nature, you want to completely change this lifestyle. You want to live somewhere maybe a bit busier, though for a lot of you, the main energy here is, I am putting the chaos aside. So for most of you here, you're going to find yourselves in tranquil spaces. You're going to find yourself probably gardening. You're going to find yourself in an environment or apartment or house where there is a lot of peace outside of your door, meaning not a very busy neighborhood. Maybe you open a window and you see fields in front of you, or you're right next to the forest. That's what kind of energy I got for pile number 1. You basically kind of getting fed up of some sort of some way of living, and you want to completely get away from it. Some of those things you're already realizing right now. I'm really fed up with this, or really don't like that, or when I open the window, I can hear the cars passing by and I don't find serenity in my space. This is a drastic change for pile number 1. This is not one of those readings where I would say, yeah, something is improving here and there. Let's say if you didn't work out before, you started working out very much, very often, very frequently, and that becomes your lifestyle. Here it's more about the environment because of this card that I got here. For me, this feels like every time I pull it, this is a change that happens in the home. And I really feel like a lot of you will be moving. If not once, you will be moving maybe a couple of times until you find your serenity. It's really important for my people, number 1, to have a really calm nervous system, or to be in an environment where your nervous system is being soothed instead of triggered. So this may come with maybe even changes in your relationships. If you were in a relationship and lived with a person who constantly maybe made you feel that you have to be in this fight or flight mode, or there were arguments very frequently, or in general your body didn't feel very safe or very calm around that individual. This could be someone that you maybe rent with, or someone that you live with, like a partner. It's very likely that you're going to leave that behind, and you're going to be seeking. You're like a Fool card that being shown to me, Fool card, and then it changes to the Chariot card, and then it changes to the Temperance card. You want to move towards the space, the environment where your soul feels nourished, where your heart feels nourished, where you're not as anxious. This, if I had to say, give you a drastic example, that would be a busy city life. Let's say if someone living in New York, suddenly they move somewhere in outskirts, maybe they buy a home, a house somewhere in Italy, and there is nothing but fields around you. Or you buy a home somewhere in a different state where you see cows outside of their window. So that's what kind of lifestyle I do see pile number 1 having a couple of years from now. I'm not looking too far away. I'm looking maximum up to 5 years from now. Though there is a reminder for you, everything depends on you. So these readings, the future readings, they kind of tap into the potential that you have, or tap into the energy that is kind of resonating, the thought that is there already. But it all depends on you and your action. So if you really want to get there, you have a lot of potential to do so. If you are new here, and if you have no idea what the heck I have right in front of me, I do make handcrafted ritual soaps. Why I call them ritual? Because when I pick my essential oils, and these are pure essential oils for my soap bars, I make sure that they synchronize, that they work together well. So let's say if we have the aventurine soap right here, the main focus of aventurine soap is the abundance. Therefore, the chosen essential oils are really good, have potent influences for your abundance. So if you want to check it out on my website, and I hope this was helpful. That was kind of a quick sneak peek into your lifestyle in the future. And there is going to be a live tomorrow if you're watching this right now, as I've posted it, which is the 19th of February. There are 2 people so far in the queue for mini readings. If you want to book them, go on my YouTube and check out my live. It is scheduled for tomorrow, and all links are down below. So I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, let's see what we got for you here. Your main card is the 6 of Cups, the reuniting water hole. And we got 2 cards from my intuitive decks. This is abstract art. I do read from these decks, and I really love how it takes me on a journey. So let's see what we got here for you. Give me a minute to tap in, and before we start, I want to remind you that the lifestyle that you're gonna be living is entirely up to you. So this is one of those fun readings that we do. We're tapping into your energy, what's already there. But if you are going to be, if you'll decide to take a completely different route at some point, you're gonna live a different lifestyle. Or if you're not gonna do anything in order to get to the lifestyle that you want to, then it's very likely your reading is going to be different a couple of months from now or a year from now. So keep that in mind. This is one of those fun, curious readings that we are doing, but I really like to remind people that, hey, it's really in your hands. So, reuniting water hole. This is one of those sweet cards that we got. This is very nostalgic, by the way. And I do see a particular story here, so it's gonna be quite specific. This may not be for all of you, but I gotta say it when I see it. Who's eating? Someone is eating. I'm seeing a spoon now, and someone is eating something from the bowl watching this reading. Hey, if that's you. Okay, so the lifestyle that you're living, it is very likely that you guys are coming back to this self. It's very likely that the lifestyle that you are living is the lifestyle that you lived in the past, or the place where you are living in the future is going to very much smell like home. This could be people coming back to their hometowns. Say if you're living abroad, you were living in, I don't know, Spain, but you are from USA, you'll probably go back to USA. Or if that's not the case, then you are moving to a location that feels like home to you on a soul level. You are coming back to the truest form of yourself, pile number 2. So this could look like you picking up that hobby that you dropped off at some point. You being interested again in a specific topic or hobby or something that you had on your bucket list. These are my people. Basically, you are looking back, but not looking back just to remember the past. You are looking back to kind of pick certain things that you have left off, and you want to realize them, you want to bring them to life in your future. This does have a connection to a female. It is very likely that wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, there will be an older female around you. This could be a mother, this could be a grandmother, this could be someone that you're meeting in the future. I do see you living with a person, and this could be a romantic or platonic relationship. Maybe you're moving into your parents' home to take care of someone here or to help them. Overall energy of yours when it comes to this lifestyle, it's very caring, it's very nurturing, and you are very happy about the circle that you have around you. See, home and a feeling of home for you is really important. So you're gonna go in the future where it feels like home. You're not gonna be in a place for a long period of time where you feel like, I don't belong here. Let's say I don't belong in this relationship, I don't belong in this house, I don't belong in this country, in this, I don't know, region, right where I'm at. You're going where your home is. Food is really important. It's very likely that you're going to live in a place where they got the food that agrees with your body, or they got the food that you actually like. So for example, if you are American watching this and you really love Italian food, it is very likely, in Italy called you, for years and years, it's very likely that you may get, let's say, married with a person who is from Italy and go and live there, and your lifestyle completely changes. It's just an example I'm giving you, pile number 2. I just want you to get the feeling that I have behind this reading. So don't get stuck on particular specific stories here, but try and feel through what I'm trying to tell you here. It's a calm lifestyle. This is not a chaotic lifestyle. This is not a lifestyle of a traveler, of a gypsy spirit. No, this is a calm lifestyle where I know exactly what I'm gonna do the next Sunday and maybe the next Sunday. I have a lot of meetings with people that I love, organized throughout the months. I'm visiting my grandma, I'm visiting my friend, I have this gathering, I'm going to barbecue, but it feels like a very calm life. It doesn't feel chaotic where you're trying to be in all of these places with all of these people. This feels very heartfelt to me. Though I do have a strong feeling for pile number 2, some of you may make decisions that will not lead you to this lifestyle. So make sure the next coming years you're making decisions based on how it feels to you. Do you really want to go there? Do you really want to be in that space? Do you really want to live that kind of lifestyle? Otherwise, you may feel that you're always out of place and you keep looking for home, but you can't find the home because the decisions that you're making don't align with that. Does that make sense? And I really want to stress this for pile number 2. The next couple of years, up to 3 years from whenever you're watching this video, will be crucial. Either you're going to get to that space, or you're going to decide to take a different route. And it's fine. It's completely up to you. It depends what you're looking for. This overall lifestyle feels very homey to me. It feels that I got everyone pretty much close by, people that I care about. And when I say family, it doesn't necessarily have to be, your bloodline. This could be a chosen family, people that you choose to be your family members, your friends, someone who's really close to you and someone who cares about you. So you want to make sure that you are creating a really strong circle, a strong support system around you. And I don't see that you need to travel really far away to visit your people. Maybe yes, someone's gonna live far away, but your main people are where you are, where you live in the future, right here. It's very nice. It's a very calm and a very homey feeling and a lifestyle. I'm cooking dinner. I have someone coming over. We have a glass of wine, or we have tea together. We have this very calm and soothing conversation. It's a very kind of heartfelt reading that I got here. It's calm. One particular story here, specific, not for all of you. If you are being surrounded right now by a lot of gossip, or someone who is very, very egoistical and constantly tries to show off, or maybe you are in a field like that, right? People are showing off. I'm better. I'm looking good, and it's very much superficial, maybe field to be in the future lifestyle of yours. That's not present anymore. It's not present anymore. You are moving away from any gossip. You're moving away from superficiality. This may mean to some of you, say you worked in a corporate world where you're making money for this big, massive company, and you're choosing not to do that in the future. You're choosing to work maybe for a smaller business, helping a person with their good cause, where they truly care about their customers or clients. Or maybe you are building a business yourself. And again, there is this kind of sense of intimacy here, where whatever I do, I care about it. Wherever I am, it feels like home. I hope this made sense. Now, if you are new here and if you have no idea what I got right in front of me, I do handcraft these soap bars myself. I call them ritual soaps for a reason, because every essential oil that I have picked here for a specific soap kind of harnesses same energy. So I'm looking for, let's say, the obsidian me. I'm looking for ingredients for the obsidian soap that act not only as good for your skin, but also the spiritually cleansing. Sage and pepper, these are one of the strongest ingredients you can have. So if you are interested, and if you too maybe work with energy like I do, and you want to wash it away after a long day, or want to invite, let's say, abundance, check out my website, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, let's look at your potential lifestyle. I want to remind you, this is one of those curious, fun readings to do, but it all depends on you. So it depends what you choose to do, what you choose not to do in order to live the lifestyle that you want. So a little reminder, but let's peek. Let's see what we got here. We have a hermit, okay, and we have these two cards. This is my intuitive deck, so I know for some of you, like, what the heck is this? I read from abstract art. And both of these cards mean freedom, relate to freedom. So your lifestyle very likely is going to be a very free lifestyle. A lot of you in pile number 3, listen, this is not going to be for all of you, because this is a particular group of people that I'm reading for, and these are the people who want to live like gypsies, for example, who want to get up and go at any point in time, wherever they want to go. These would be my people, and you may say, but I have children, right? I can't just get up and go. You probably will take children with you, because you're going to have enough courage by that time and understanding that I can do it with my family. And it's very fun. You give me this vibe of a surfer, somewhere in Australia, long hair, someone who meets their friends, and someone who maybe is a surfing instructor, someone who lives together with nature, someone who wants to be maybe self-sustainable, someone who grows their own veggies in the garden, someone who doesn't necessarily need a very expensive home, but they want to make sure wherever they live, they create their own space. And I do see a little altar that you build yourself. I do see you making sure that you are able to live as much in tune with the nature as possible. This is my people who would like to live off grid and make it happen for themselves. And if you have any doubts right now, oh, can I do it? I don't know if I can make it. You definitely can. You just may have to kick yourself in the ass a little bit, do enough research, talk to people who have done it before you, because they have all the information you need. Check out YouTube channels. People who are living off grid, how did they do it? How did they build this or that thing? If you don't want to be that extreme, pile number 3, and if you're still like a free-spirited soul, but you don't want to live off grid, don't get scared away. You're like, oh, I don't want to live off grid, but I do want to live freely. You're definitely doing that. And it's very likely that you're gonna also have a job that is not very often found or often heard of. Your job may look like, I don't know, you're some sort of I'm seeing a medicine man now. You may be scanning people's energies and telling them what's wrong with a particular part of their body. You may be working with energies, or you may be, let's say if you were a psychologist, you may want to add to your portfolio and you want to do something or learn something that also involves the soul, right? Or involves the energy body, not only the physical body of a person. And you kind of merge those two tools together and you have a very interesting job, right? This is a group of people who are very likely going to be working for themselves. If that's not the case, you're working for someone else until you figure out how to be free. So say you may be working for someone else to save money in order to be free. What else I got here? These are my magical people, These are my people who belong to nature, belong in the forest, belong on the road even. Maybe travel is really important and that's what you're doing here, pile number 3. You want to spread your wings and you want to see the world. And that's exactly what you're doing. Your main kind of issue or challenge that you may have is, how can I sustain myself whilst doing all of these things? How can I work whilst being on the road? And it's very likely that you're going to do something remote, or you're going to teach yourself maybe a particular skill that allows you to work remotely. Everything is possible for pile number 3. The only thing that I'm seeing here, some of your fears may come up to the surface, and make sure that they don't hold you back. Make sure you're the one who's dictating your life, but not your fears. This is the most important thing that I feel like it's gonna decide either you're gonna get there or you won't, because some of you will be too afraid to take this leap of faith. But others of you are not gonna back down, and you will get there. It's really important for you guys to help humanity in some way, or help the planet. And I feel like you're definitely doing something in regards to that in your future endeavors. Your lifestyle is very interesting. There's a lot of changes to it. It's not that you're doing one thing over and over again, or being in the same space, same places, environments for way too long. I'm seeing constant changes that drive you, that make you feel inspired. One day you are in one location, another day you may be somewhere else. Or one day, I don't know, you're planting potatoes in your garden, the other day you are fixing a roof or trying to figure out how to fix a roof, you know. Or one day you're working with a client who's dealing with maybe very deep traumas, the other day you are dealing with someone who's very spiritual. You know, someone, okay, let me rephrase this. You're dealing with a client who has these kind of traumas connected to the material world, right? So we have pentacles. The next day you may be dealing with someone who has spiritual crisis, right? So again, you know, we have this very kind of dynamic, diverse energy about you when it comes to your future lifestyle. And I keep wanting to say that for pile number 3. It's definitely achievable. Make sure you work out the basics. You figure out the basics. What are the basics? What is my foundation? How can I make money whilst living this lifestyle? Where does it come from? So I feel safe, right? I feel safe. I'm not just jumping into something and just being naive that it's gonna work itself all out. I have to figure shit out myself. You're very independent. Your lifestyle is independent. No one can stop me, I'm hearing. I cannot be stopped. I'm gonna enjoy this life to the fullest, and I'm gonna make sure that whoever wants to put me in the box, I run as far away as possible. So that's your lifestyle, pile number 3. I hope this made sense. Now, if you're new here and if you have no clue what's right over there, I do make handcrafted ritual bars. These are the bars of soaps that I have spent quite a lot of time developing. The main thing, I didn't want this to cleanse only your body. I wanted it to have a spiritual property. So I've done a lot of research, and I have picked particular essential oils that work together for a specific cause, right? They have certain properties. So you'd see over here, Obsidian Me is not only very good for your skin, but also it does have strong protection. There are pure sage and pepper essential oils in this soap bar. So if you want to check it out on my website, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.